Welcome back to another episode, Two Plays Ahead podcast. I'm your host, Coach Sean, man. And I got some guests with me, man. I got my guy, Coach Damon. Say what's up to the people, man.
How y'all doing? It's Coach Damon.
Curry, say what's up to the people.
What's good?
Cav, what's up, man?
What's up with y'all?
Marquez, what's up?
What's up with y'all?
And we also got EJ on the ones and twos. Look, man, I'm thankful for you guys being back with us. I want you guys to understand, man, what we doing here is bigger than basketball. It's bigger than life. What we want to do, man, is we want to help you guys always be two steps ahead, or two plays ahead, and look at things through the eyes of a point guard. You feel me? So today, man, I got some guests with me, some people that's dear to my heart. You know, man, we gonna vibe today. You know, the biggest thing that we always talk about, we talk about a lot of stuff in the NBA. We talk about the game of basketball, but we also incorporate the game of life in this thing. And what I want to do today is I want to really sit down, man, and I want you guys to hear the testimonies of guys that's running a race right now, and they can tell you it from being champions in high school, being champions in college, and traveling around the world using the game of basketball as a vehicle to get them to where they want to be in life. You feel me? So that's what we're doing today, man. Today's episode, we're going to call this Ball is Life. Let me hear y'all say that. Say Ball is Life?
Ball is life.
Ball is life, man. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all something. But look, we got some... Coach, we got some youngsters in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I do have to say something, Coach.
Yeah.
Kevin 6'10", Marquez 6'3", 6'4".
I'm 6 foot on a good day,
Curse 6 foot if he got like
on a good day.
Curse 6 foot if he got like he got the platforms on.
Right.
You gotta give some platform.
Nah.
But one thing we can say, Coach, none of them ever beat me 1-on-1 in basketball.
I knew this was coming.
Man,
Never.
I'm gonna give you that. You a pro.
Straight like that.
Bro, only because you taught us that. Like you taught us all the same combos. It's like I told you, it's like you're cheating on the test, bro. Like he know about the in and out pull up.
Right.
He taught me that. Like,
Kev, any rebuttals?
I beat you. You just be cheating.
And Kev, don't forget I made your little brother fall. You know what I mean? I made your little brother fall. Right. Coach Damon, we used to lace him up. That's one thing about it. We used to lace him up and remember the 3 stops in the road drill, Coach?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That thing used to last about 2-3 hours, Coach. That's why we was always one of the best defensive teams in the state.
That is true. I ain't think of that. That's great.
true.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But I just wanted to throw that out there. That's not even a part of the show. I just wanted to help y'all remember that none of y'all ever beat me 1-on-1 and still can't to this day.
I don't know about that, Coach.
Gotcha. No.
Without cheating and fouling, that's
I got EJ on the ones and twos, man. EJ was up. Say what's up to the people. Straight like that, man. Look, so I really want to get into this thing, man. We got some young boys, man. We got the young boys, Coach Damon, and the biggest thing is, everybody talk about this ball is life thing, right? And if you don't have the right mindset of what ball is life, to you, because it means something different to all of us, right? So for some people, ball is life is like it's ball or nothing.
Yeah.
For some people, it's like, man, it's ball, like, but I'm going to use this ball to get to where I need to get to.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to talk to me about, just a few seconds, like, what's ball is life to y'all? Like, what does that mean to y'all?
Honestly, I tried that ball or anything, like ball or nothing,
right.
But it's not healthy for me. Like, I had to separate it. Like, my ball is life is me just realizing that I'm good at something and it could take me far instead of depending on it. Like, there's other stuff I want to do in my life, but this basketball, this talent he gave me is just like by far going to help me get farther in life. So,
Word.
That's really it.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. I also had the same type of mindset, but it also put a lot of stress on me.
Yeah.
Don't have a good game, you start getting down on yourself and everything like that. But then, once second year college, I go third year college, I just start focusing on that. It can lead me to somewhere that I want to be. Whether that's doing good with the degree that I get from it, or the money that I get from it in basketball, really.
Word.
So, right.
Word.
I'll say boss life to me is like conquering the struggle. Because like when I started basketball, I wasn't the best. Like I had to get a big wake up call. I felt like I was LeBron James. But nah, I had switched over to high school. Wake up call right there. But basketball to me is more than like basketball really, because I met my closest friends, like the most people, like the best people in my life. Like they helped pave me to where I am today, playing basketball. And like honestly, like I really didn't even like playing basketball, to be honest. I just played it because my best friends was playing.
Facts.
But I just had to use that to like better myself, go to school. Like I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing because of basketball.
Facts.
So I just had to learn to love that and just enjoy the ride.
Word. Man, it's interesting because, Marquez, the game of basketball took you to Italy. Tell me about that experience, man.
Man,
Look, Marquez he left American soil as Marquez, and he came back as Concrete Cast. So I need to know, that's what it is, not Concrete Cast?
yep, CCB Cad.
Yeah. So I need to know what was that experience like for you, man? Like, think about it. The game of basketball helped you go to Italy.
Man, that was probably the best thing that could happen to me. Well, besides going to Crescent City, but and me and Coach Sean, like that was the second best thing that happened to me. Like, cause I got to really learn myself and really figure out what I wanted to do. Cause when I was in Italy, I was by myself. I had to depend on myself. But in Italy, I got to really figure out what I really wanted to do in life.
Yeah. Interesting, man, because, Coach Damon, we always talk to the kids about just the different generations.
Yeah.
And so for us, Baller's Life meant something different for us as well.
Oh, yeah.
But for you coming up, what was Baller's Life like as far as from transitioning from high school to college? What was Baller's Life? What that meant for you?
I mean, for me, it was a way to stay away from the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know how New Orleans is.
Yep.
New Orleans could be a special place, and it could be a special place if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So
Total sense.
For me, it was all right. I could play ball. I could also play baseball. So sports in general, especially, coming out of 7th Ward, 9th Ward,
Yeah.
It's like, all right, man, I want to play ball, and I'm gonna, try to stay straight and narrow. And it got me to Louisiana Tech University.
Yep.
And it was a way out, and it taught me a whole lot of things, because you can incorporate the game with life in so many ways.
So many ways, huh?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it, man, because think about it. One of the biggest things that we've been able to really help you guys understand. By the way, what I didn't say is all these guys played, played for me. Coach Damon coached with me. That's my guy. That's my right hand, man. So these guys are near and dear, and I wanted to, especially my first guest, I wanted it to be family. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be, my guys. And obviously the extent of our family is much further than us 5. But the biggest thing is, I felt like we've been able to do a great job of help you guys understand that ball is not life.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the one thing that we always wanted you guys to feel like is that although you were a basketball player, that wasn't who you were.
Yeah.
Although you played basketball, that's not who you are. Right? And so, I never wanted nobody just to identify you as Marquez, the basketball player. All the basketball players. I wanted people to say, "Oh, that's Kevin Charles.
Yeah.
That's Kurt.
Yeah.
That's Marquez. That's Coach Damon."
Right.
Because basketball is something that you do. It's not who you are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so sometimes when you get so caught up in the ball is life and ball is everything, it becomes super unhealthy.
Yeah, that's facts. All right.
And you don't know how to transition and translate the principles that you learn through the game of basketball to every area of your life.
Right.
Think about it, man. Like, when people are looking to hire, they want athletes. Huh, Coach?
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. They want athletes because they know how to persevere. They know how to figure it out. They got motors. All of those things still transition to life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you
players.
can take those same principles and implement them in every aspect of your life. Your faith, your relationships, your work. You know what I mean? You can implement them everywhere. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And that's what the thing that we want to help, we want to help the listeners and the viewers be able to just connect with that, man, because you're much bigger than just dunking the basketball. Now, you might dunk a basketball really, really good. You might dribble that thing really, really well. But, man, your purpose is much greater than that, and got to use you to do that and got to allow people to be drawn into you for that. But then what you do with that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what you do with that? How does that, you know what I mean? And so, but, so we talk about this, man. All of you guys were champions in high school. You guys, Coach Damon said we should have won championship rings. We should have, But all you guys were champions, right? Mm-hmm. And so at the high school level, you guys were super successful because you guys have done something that most people don't get a chance to do. Some kids go throughout their whole high school and don't win a playoff game. But not only did you guys get a chance to win a championship, but all you guys went to the next level, right? And so I'm going to ask you guys, like, how important was culture to you? Because think about it. The three of you guys have something in common. All three of y'all came from a different place to where we were.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So how did culture impact you guys' success?
How can I say this? It taught me that when you want something so bad that you're willing to do it, like you're willing to put your whole heart into it, You're willing to die on the floor for him because you love him. You're willing to die on the floor for your coach because you love him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that the culture we used to say love. And I be saying that.
Tell them what love mean.
Love always win.
Always. Straight like that. Straight like that.
Love always wins, baby.
Coach, we had long out basketballs this year, huh?
Yep.
Straight like that. Also, we had STP on our basketball. Straight like that. What that mean? What that mean? Concrete?
Something to prove.
Always. Yep.
Facts, but I'll pass that to you.
Let's see, how can I say this?
Facts.
I'm trying to figure it out.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Come on, Cass. Concrete. How you feel about that? How was culture really important? Transitioning from where you were to where you are right now.
Man, it was a big difference from where I came from to coming to school with Coach Sean.
And you had to say no names. Don't say no names. Don't say no names. We ain't saying no names. We ain't saying no names, baby.
But yeah, it was a big difference. Yeah, because like coming over, like switching schools and stuff. Like I seen like a real brotherhood, because everybody was like, "Hey, you good?" Checking up on each other, really just giving time to each other, and really like I'll see my partners, like my teammates and stuff. They'd be like, "Hey, Marquez, I love you." I'm like, and that really changed like life for me, because I ain't really like I got it, but I really didn't get that coming over with him. But yeah, like that right there had changed everything for me. I became more of a people's person. I started doing things like that I really wanted to do. And just actually loving life and waking up every day, just seeing my teammates.
Facts. Yeah.
That's deep.
I'll say that. It gave me a real importance of family and building bond, really.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, at first, before I came, to Crescent City, I had social anxiety. I don't really speak to people. I keep, to myself. I'm still like that just a little, but like, I'm more talkative sometimes. But, I came to Crescent City, it was just a real brotherhood. We all fought hard for each other. We had to run through a wall for each other.
Literally.
Yeah.
Remember Glenn?
Yeah.
Remember Glenn?
Yeah.
Coach, remember that? Man, remember that drill? Kev, you was there, huh?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, listen, EJ, I thought I was going to be on CNN. We did this drill. Well, I just didn't think that we was going hard for each other, right? And I didn't think that the guys trusted the coaching staff. Like, you gotta really buy in, man. You can't play around with this thing.
Right.
So the drill was, we're gonna start on one baseline and you're gonna run through a big wall. They had a pad, right? So T. Smitty he run, and he get to the wall and he brace himself, boom, he hit it. So I'm like, all right, cool, thank God. Next person go, they brace themselves, boom. But they doing it. I'm like, man, these kids, they get it, right? Glenn Roan. Glenn Roan go full speed and run to the brick wall. Head first. Boom.
Kill yourself.
That bucket the noggin in his head. That made that
I said, man, you know what?
He different.
I said, he different, but he's going to be special, right? Because it wasn't, you ask most kids that, it's, man, coach tripping. Mm-hmm. It's, man, coach, man. But something inside them believed that the coaching staff said, you can run through that brick wall. So they did it. It was no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Now, afterwards, they talked about how crazy I was and how crazy we were as a coaching staff, but guess what?
Yeah.
Man, we were able to do so many different things. What you thought about that, D?
Yeah, it definitely, because we got the kids to buy in, man, and that's half the battle as coaches, getting the kids to buy into what you believe, because you know it's gonna help them out in the long run.
In the long run.
You know what I'm saying? So getting them to buy in, and then once you see them start to buy in, then you could teach. You know what I'm saying? And once you're able to teach, then it all comes together.
It all come together. It all come together. And it's crazy, man, because when you start thinking about it, you start thinking about this thing, man, like when you got somebody that's willing to put their body on the line for you, coach,
Right.
and they look at you and say, man, I love you, my dog. I'm gonna play this game like I love you because I love you.
Right.
Man, like there's no team that can defeat you. You can only defeat yourself.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can only defeat yourself. And that's why we had such a long run. And coach, not just had such a long, and still are having a great run.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, we transitioned from the high school to the prep world, and I mean, we still like 2 years in a row, 25 plus games in both years.
Yeah.
This year alone, we put 16 kids in college, y'all.
Yeah, that's amazing.
In 1 year.
That's amazing.
I'm doing a fact check right now, coach, because I think that's the most in Louisiana school history.
Possibly.
And from a basketball team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year. So, you know, when people start talking about purpose, that's purpose.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Purpose, like you see the fruits of it. So you can say what you want, but the fruit is good. That's why these kids are going to the next level in life.
Yeah.
You feel me? Man, so, all right. So you guys transition. So what was a typical day like, you know, going from high school, shucks, man, to college? How was that transition?
On the court? Or you talking about?
I'm
in
just
general,
talking.
in
How y'all want to talk about
You
it?
gotta be disciplined because you got so much time on your hand, and your mom ain't there to wake you up, dad ain't there to wake you up, coach.
Not cooking for you.
Yeah, you gotta. It's gonna. Hey,
struggle right there.
facts.
That was a struggle right
You
there.
be hungry, you like, damn, I don't want to make a sandwich. Mom, you make me a sandwich? Nah, she ain't there.
She ain't
Like,
there.
And you really
Type
start loving that ramen.
Yeah, oatmeal, the oatmeal,
Oatmeal.
See, I ain't have ramen.
mac and cheese.
I was eating pasta and tuna.
Yeah, because you were in Italy. It was different.
Yeah, that was different. I was eating pasta and tuna. I remember the first day I got there, it was like meet for 9 o'clock for breakfast. I go downstairs, I don't smell no bacon, sausage, eggs. I get to the table, shorty bring me a piece of cake
Straight vinegar.
and espresso. A little shot of espresso. I was like, y'all have eggs or pancakes? She go, what's that? What's that?
So you had to make the whole complete adjustment.
Appetite, I had to change my diet, everything.
Man, and speaking of complete adjustment, Kevin, congratulations, man. From the unit, you are the first pro, man. Kevin just signed a deal in Germany, man. I want y'all to give him 3 claps, man. That's big time, man.
Appreciate
Kev just signed a contract in Germany, man. So in August, he's going to Germany. He's our first professional, man. So Kev, man, big ups. And how that feel for you, man? Thinking about all the sacrifice. I remember, and I'm going here. Man, listen. We used to practice and run a daycare at the same time.
Oh, facts, facts.
No, I want people to understand and know, like, when we say ball is life, this thing is real because Kev sacrificed so much. Man, Kev was 16, 17 years old, cooking eggs for his little brother and sister, walking them to practice. And guess what? We wasn't going to let that be no excuse. We was going to make sure he had what he needed so he could be successful. So you think about all that sacrificing, making eggs, making breakfast for your little brother, little sister, making sure you're at practice on time and staying late, right? Making sure that we had to make sure people were there so they can watch them. Man, like they went to daycare and everything too, huh? That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So think about that. Understanding like what was your mindset when all of that was going on? Now when you think about like seeing how it was all worth it now that you're a professional.
I'm like truly grateful, really grateful of the chances, and also grateful like for pushing through on everything, because watching your little brother and sister while doing practice and school is like, it's stressful in a sense, not too much because
Well, it is for 16, 17 year old.
yeah, because I don't really go out as much because I got a babysit and everything like that. But like it was good because it made me grow up faster. It showed me that you need to take care of your close ones no matter what you're doing and stuff like that. And then so I'm just excited that I get an opportunity to go, overseas now, because I'm like, with all the trials I've been through, like first year, in college, not as bad, not too good really. Then my second year, just horrible, really, really feeling like I should quit the game because
I remember that.
yeah, it was just stressful.
Kev, I remember
like,
us having that conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, a coach called me. He was like, "Man, I want Kevin Charles." And me and Kevin had a conversation. He was like, "Coach, man, I'm through. I'm through." But then something inside him remembered all the hard work, all the sacrifices, the purpose that's connected to it, and he pressed on. And
I'm where I'm at now. So, I'm grateful for everyone that helped me through that. Yeah, I'm just thankful.
Thanks.
remember that, Coach? Remember those
yeah,
days with
I'm proud,
Kevin?
man. That's why.
Darcy
I
and,
ain't
and,
Yeah.
and Phil, it's my people.
But it's good though, because now Philip wanna, play basketball and everything.
Man, tell Philip I made him fall, and I got the video. So anytime,
He ain't listen to none of that. He gonna get you back.
Huh?
He gonna get you back.
Coach, from your perspective, man, like I remember when it was like maybe mid-year or towards the end of the year, I kind of figured, I was like, man, Damon's around, and I was like, man, great guy, great energy, and it was almost like God put us together, and it just happened. It was something that wasn't forced. It wasn't a
Right.
but it was like, man, this guy have the vision that I have for these kids, and I know he adds a whole lot of value. So what has this journey kind of meant for you? Because I remember you were coaching, you were comfortable
Right.
doing like the younger kids and coaching football. Then you kind of took a
Right.
break from that,
Right.
and I just kind of,
Right.
I just kind of like volunteered you, like, man, come on, you're part of the
Right,
team now.
Right. Well, I mean, I've always, since I've been 17, been a coach, so to speak. I started with the younger kids, 5, 6-year-old, then I moved on. I coached some AAU basketball, and I just felt like that was God's purpose for me to help,
Word.
people,
Yep.
and and whether it was kids, adults, whatever.
Yep.
That was what I knew how to do. I knew how to play a whole lot of sports. You know what I'm saying? Basketball being my favorite sport. So, and then when you asked me to come, it was like, man, come sit on the bench. I was like, all right. If I come sit on the bench, I'm gonna tell you what I see. Because I'm that type of person. Hey, he need to do this, y'all. He needs to do that. And the one thing I know about you, you listen. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, okay, we could do that. I said, all right, well, I could stick around a little while. He listens, because most head coaches may look at an assistant and be like, nah, we ain't doing that. Coach Sean would listen. So, and then we talk on the side and be like, all right, I see what we want to do. We got a vision, and being able to implement it and have the success that we had.
Yeah. It's crazy
been awesome.
because, I tell people all the time, if you're going to bring guys on to be your assistants and to be around you, like, you got to trust them to do their job.
Yeah.
Right. So it didn't like, at the end of the day, having you around, I could just have you at practice if I,
Right.
but if I'm gonna have you around, look, I want you looking specifically for this, Coach D. And what you see right there, because we spend, cool, what 5:00 in the morning talking,
Yeah.
noon talking,
Right. All the
pre-practice talking, after practice. So
Right. All the
it's
time.
hard to not know what's expected.
Right.
So once we connect on the same page, And not just basketball wise, but life wise. Once we connect on the same page, the rest of it is easy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
it's
know what
easy.
you're looking for. You know what I mean. So
Right.
now it's just dialogue.
Right. And then getting a good group of guys.
A
you know
good
what I'm
group of
saying?
guys.
Getting a good group of guys. Not always the 5 stars, but guys that buy into what you have in store for them. Once they trust you, and it's easy.
It's easy peasy,
It's easy.
lemon squeezy.
Yeah. I think you did a good job of finding the underdogs, people who was hungry and wanted to prove something.
Yeah.
I think you did, the whole coaching staff credit said did like an amazing job of getting us to buy in. Like you said, like I ain't gonna lie to you, coach. Credit City, everybody was bought in from T Smitty year to all the way to the last year you was there. Like,
But watch this. I want you to keep talking, but not just the basketball players,
yeah, exactly.
but everybody.
Yeah, the school
Coach
had more
Sean.
energy, bro.
Yeah.
Coach Sean, Coach Sean. Nah, shout out Credit City though for sure. I love Credit City. They made me who I am today.
Facts.
Everybody in that family made me. Who I was.
Facts. Typical day. So, y'all hoopers. What y'all day look like?
During the summer?
No, I mean like when you got to college. Like what y'all day look like? What y'all?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Class, nap, workout, practice, go to sleep every day.
So could you just be a guy that just go to class and just go to practice and don't work out?
Oh no, you can't. They got some people like that, but for me,
I mean, can you be successful like that?
That's not even in Kurt. That's not.
Yeah,
in
I don't-
That's not in you.
nah,
you gonna work.
You gotta work, right? This is a long season, and people get better too. You can see that in practice, like you can see. Damn, I got you one day. Then you getting me for days, and probably for weeks. You like, all right, he been working, like he been in the gym instead of taking them naps. I had to learn that. Like you had to learn that. My coach, shout out Coach Level, he told me that
2 plays ahead.
you can sleep when you dead, like on some stuff like that. Like
2
when you
plays
tired,
ahead. Right.
you still got to, even when you won't be in them.
Right.
That's that type of mentality, and I've been
Repetition.
developing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
So
repetition.
now I'm going into it as if I ain't taking no day at all. I'm hurting, I'm tired, I don't care. Like I want to be better, and I want to be the best. At what I do as a point guard.
Right.
So I had to learn that. Last year, it taught me that, you can't be like that. Because I had some days where I wasn't looking good. Because we had a senior point guard by the name of Aaron Gregg. He been there, he a vet.
Right.
He 6'3", 2 something.
Right.
Some days he tortured me. He
So-
attested to that.
So how do you handle that? Like thinking about it, like man, Monday, Tuesday go by, and I'm getting my butt handed to me,
Man,
but I still gotta figure out Wednesday how to compete.
Facts, I'm from the 7th wall. Coach Dan, he attested. I'm a dog, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that. I like when you busting me up. All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna keep playing you too. I'm gonna guard you. You can keep killing me.
That's crazy, coach. Because most kids,
Right.
when that happen, they just give up.
Tuck
Nah,
tail.
They
you
tuck
see
their
me?
tail.
Nah.
It's not in it.
I got some days I got them too. Now you tested. I got some days I be in practice looking good, but when it's my time to take that stab, I take it on the chin. Like that's my motivation to make sure I stay in the gym. Make sure that when I'm tired, AG, Lil J, somebody got me. I gotta get right. And you don't want your coaches to look at you like I'm bringing you here, paying for your education. Like you gotta give me something. So that's really it on that.
Man, Kev, Steve Kerr said in an interview, he said that you can tell a lot about somebody's life by the way they play basketball. What you think about that?
Like it's true, really. Let's see. I'm
That's
gonna
deep, huh?
go by my play style,
Right.
in a sense. I'm more of a pass first type big. Really, I look to get my teammates open, to get the best shot possible. I don't really look to go score. I look to be efficient with my shots. If I can make it, if it's right there, then I go take it. So I feel like, in a sense of me, my personality wise, I'm a person that looks for the best in other people. Looks for other people to succeed before me, in a sense. And then when it's time for me to succeed, I'll go, full force with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
Kev.
I see that in you, bro.
I got a great question for you. If me and you were playing 1-on-1 right now, but on a serious level, What was the difference in the style of play from America to overseas?
Man, it's like pass first, really. You had to get your team involved before you get involved. And like me going in, I felt like I had to, like I said, like I had to prove a lot because I felt like I wasn't living up to like what I thought in my head because I felt like I was good, but I felt like I wasn't good enough. Like
Good enough.
I was always talking down myself. But once I got here, like Marquez, you really doing what you saying you're gonna do. You gotta go with it now. So I'm practicing every day, Curtin them on me, Glenn them on me, Coach Sean on me. Like I really was just down on myself all the time. But once I finally locked in and started being a dog, doing what I had to do, everything started clicking. Like I went there. I tried to be a dog. Like I was, I'm not passing. I was just trying to get a bucket, show like what I could do. But nah, they wasn't having that. It was like pass first, and then or they'll just look at me. I pass the opposite way.
And it's crazy, man, because you think about it, you have to. There's a language barrier. There's a cultural barrier. There's a lot of different barriers you have to face as a 18, 19-year-old going over there, and then like not being able to call me, Coach Damon, your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you got WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. Like Coach, man, I just need to. I'm just coming holler at you for a little while. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah. I need
Because
to work
you're
out.
50,000 miles away. So, how did you handle that roller coaster?
Man, I just always had like y'all voices in my head saying, "Go, I believe in you. Go." Whenever I fell down, I would just sit down, sit down in my room, meditate, think about what's my why. Cause I remember Coach Sean always asking me, "What's my why?" And that's what kept me going.
That's deep. And that's what it's about, man. Like, so many times this game become a business that we forgot why we picked up that round ball.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, I try to use a segment of practice that we call real talk either before or after and say, man, you picked up this basketball for what? Not because you wanted a college scholarship, not because you wanted to make a whole lot of money with it, but you picked up a ball because it was fun.
Yep. Wanted to play.
I just wanted to play, right? Like my son, 10 months old, he just made 11. He's making 11 months tomorrow. He loved football and basketball. And not because he's about to run a touchdown, not because he's about to cross somebody, because it's just fun, right? It's just fun. So the second the game becomes just a business for you, that's when I would say the mental health side begin to like really extract itself and show its face. Yeah. And just thinking about it, Coach, like thinking about like, from Little League on up, like looking at, whether it's parents or whether it's the kids themselves, putting all this pressure on them to be great every time they touch the ball, every time they play. Right. Like what you seen that kind of that's red flags, to just allow what you can give somebody to just enjoy the game.
Man,
to the listeners.
Right. The one thing I'd say, especially speaking to parents, let your kids play and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Especially early on. You know what I'm saying? Now you'll start to see the talent start to separate, and the ones that work hard, you'll start to see that separate. But man, I've seen parents at 5 wanting their kids to be the next
Reggie Bush.
Right. The next thing. And I'm like, and you're looking at the parents like, I was in school with you. You didn't even play ball. You know what I'm saying? Like
you couldn't even make a left hand layup.
Man, you want your kid to So I especially tell parents all the time, man, let your kids have fun. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as they start not having fun,
it's over with.
Right, it's over with. They're not gonna work hard. They're not gonna be dedicated to it.
Yeah.
But
no matter
if it's
how much
fun,
you scream at them.
Right, no matter how much you scream at them, but if it's fun, then you start to, all right, now we can get on the business side. You know what I'm saying?
And they're gonna ask you to get in the gym.
Right.
They're gonna ask you for a trainer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. They're gonna come to you, and then you give them the tools that they need to be successful. Because I've never pushed any of my kids to play. If you want to play, all right, we're gonna play. But if you don't want to play, then that's fine.
Yeah.
As much as I love football, baseball, and basketball, and track, you know, because I did all four. So as much as I love those sports, I never push my kids. Like, if you want to do it, we're going to do it. But if you don't want to do it, hey, it's fine, man.
It's big time.
It's a lot goes on in life.
There's a lot
more
A
life.
lot of ways to be successful.
Man,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
A lot of ways to do, you know, there's a lot of things you can do in life.
Man, it's crazy. There's I challenge everybody to go watch this a documentary called The Scheme. You ever seen that? And basically it's about how the big bust happened with Nike and Adidas and all that, and all the coaches and stuff got in trouble. Anyway, dude, 17, 18 years old, he realized that, man, life is a whole lot more than just playing basketball.
Oh, yeah.
So he stopped playing basketball and became a manager. And I mean, shucks, man, to the point where like he was talking with Nike. Like at 17, 18 years old, his hometown AAU team that he was coaching at 17 years, 18 years old, not playing, coaching at 17, 18 years old, had an Under Armour deal.
Right.
He figured out that, man, I don't have to be I don't have to go dunk up. Watch it, I'm about to go. You know what I mean? He figured it out. And I think that's the thing that we got to do is figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the game of basketball help us in this, and as we transition to the next thing, the game of basketball is that vehicle that help us get to where we need to get to in life.
Yeah.
It's a vehicle,
Right.
right? Like, I don't want to drive a vehicle that if I can't drive it from here to there, it's going to explode, right? Because so many things happen in the middle of that. Think about it: roadblocks, potholes, right? All these things happen, right? And so if you find yourself in a situation where like you run into a roadblock, and all this is ball or nothing, man, like, those the people that need therapy, and counseling, and it's already enough to play the game.
Yeah.
It's already a lot on you mentally playing the game, because in your mind you're like, I gotta be perfect, or I gotta like be efficient. The word Kevin, I gotta be this, I gotta be that, because there's so many different expectations on you, right?
Yes.
One coach got this expectation for you. This coach got this expectation for you. This coach wants you to do this, and you gotta make all those things fit.
Yep. I'm a testament to that. Like, I was.
Don't get in trouble.
No, I'm not facts. Facts. Let me make sure I was. Nah, seriously, no.
Coach Derek, don't get in trouble. Look.
Seriously though, like, man, you hit it on the nail, bro. You gotta show yourself some grace, man. You gotta really realize that it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to not be good at something, or not be good at going left. It's okay. That's what separates you to be greater. If dudes really understand that, like, I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to make everybody fall in love with my game, or, I'm trying to say, like, stuff like that. Like, you gotta separate things. Like, I had to separate my bad games, not letting my bad games reflect on my real life. That's going out in the world, like, having bad attitudes with people because I played bad. Who want to talk to somebody like that's bad? And you can only go so far with that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's a long season, a long year. Like, it's a long season, and I was drowning with that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I really was drowning, that's a fight.
It's a mental fight.
You be going to practice tired because you mentally tired fighting. And I was calling and telling you, like, Coach, I'm mentally tired, bro. I'm beating myself up.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember. Yeah,
that's
2-3 hour conversations, just
bro,
figuring it
like,
out.
Yeah,
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah, but I can honestly say that, like, I know I'm a soldier. Like, I know that I'm a survivor.
Straight like
In
that.
anything, like, cause I went through all that. I could have easily said, "Mom, Dad, I'm ready to come home. I'm 5 hours away." Some days I ain't even go in their room. They didn't even see me. I could have easily said, "Mom, come on, take me home. I'm ready to go home." But you know what I said? My grandmother want me to be somebody. So my grandmother's my backbone, bro. Like,
Right.
so when she want me to be something. She said she wanted to see me graduate or be something before she passed, leave this world. And I'm gonna do either or. Like,
You gonna
that's
do both?
facts. I'm gonna do both.
Right.
You gonna
I'm
do
gonna
both.
get that degree, Gary, hands down. I'm gonna get it. I'm
Straight
telling
like
you,
that.
like,
What's your GPA?
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't worry.
No. It wasn't three. Man, I took a accounting class. I'm in business administration. I took baseball stats. This ain't got nothing to do with business, coach. We on the road. We winning. You miss a whole lot of class when you winning. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm mad class. You miss a stick.
So you miss a whole lot of class when you're winning, but you still got to do your work.
Yes. But when you taking math in college, you
Two
smart.
Plays Ahead
Well, you is
podcast.
smart,
You getting
'cause
that real?
Listen, you is smart because you took math. Tell him, Kevin, I had a 30 in that damn class. I ain't gonna. I'm in tutoring. Come on, you got it. I'm in tutoring in the middle of the night. I'm trying. I'm fighting. I got there like a 60. I had to take a. You need to hire. No, I'm lying. I had like a 50 something. So I had to go to summer school. I went to that summer school. I had to put my GPA back up. So I'm still on track to graduate. So
Word.
But
Hey, sometimes you gotta repeat.
yeah, you got to.
It's
Look,
gonna happen.
You in
sometime.
college. Look, baby, we ain't in high school no more. Ain't no getting kept back.
Right.
They got people here 30 years old in here. Right. So ain't no getting kept back. I might see a lot of people in the same class next year. I ain't gonna-
Oh man, look, and that's real, man. Cause, and that's what we want. We want people to see like not the watered down version.
Yeah.
Everybody tell you, but you guys are actually in it.
Yeah, fact. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys are in that life. This is your generation, right? So like when you start thinking about it, like I want people to be able to see you guys' stories, see what you guys went through, how the transitions happen. I want people to see your highs. I want people to feel your lows. You know what I say? I want you to see your highs, but feel your lows. Why? Because I want them to see you here, but I want them to feel what you've been through. Because a lot of people think that you just get here,
Yeah.
and you just got there some kind of way. You just magically appear,
Yeah.
right?
It's
That's
that.
that social media.
That's
life.
that social media
Yeah.
life.
Social media is the highlights.
Man.
Yeah.
It's none of the lowlights. Nobody
Yeah.
posts their lowlights.
No.
Yeah.
It's all highlights, and everybody
Yeah.
highlight tape. Everybody look good.
Facts.
But here's the thing, Coach. It don't just stop as basketball players.
Right.
Because once you become an adult, it still happens, right? And so you feel like, man, like, you know, you think about 2017, we make history at Crescent City. It's never been done.
Right.
We win a state championship, 34-5, right? Man, and our young eyes, Coach, because we don't turn older than 25. We gonna stay at 25 the rest of our life. You know what I mean? And our young eyes, EJ, man, we like, man, we accomplished what we set out. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, you're winning, and you turn around and you've been in the state championship game 5 years in a row, and you've been able to cultivate a great culture of basketball, not just for Crescent City, but the state, because we've been on ESPN, USA Today,
Yeah.
Ball is Life, right? I mean, like, that's national. That's a national team right there, right? That's a national program right there. But then all of a sudden, you sit back and you think, and you want people to be happy. But people are only happy when you win once. But when you're constantly successful, oh man,
Yeah.
that's the
I'll never forget, like, when you walking in, like, man, these dudes, so I'm like, damn, what we did to y'all? We don't even,
Yeah.
man, you had big shoes to fill, man.
Facts. We feel them though with
I'm
the
like,
tissue.
damn, I don't even know you, dog. You got,
Yeah.
you got old heads on the sideline talking to them. I'm like, what?
you know, it's crazy because you got a bullseye on you. And why you got a bullseye on you? Because you're successful.
Yeah.
You know, people got this thing that, oh man, you're successful, so everybody love you. No, man, it's actually the opposite.
Yeah.
You know,
It is.
people don't like that you're winning because they want to win. And people don't like you to be right here because they want to be right here.
Yeah.
So when you walk in the gym, they look at you out the side of their, you know what I mean? But you have to understand what true champions possess. They possess the big picture.
Yeah. You got
What's
to.
the big picture? I know who I am. No matter what happens, whether I win, lose, draw, no matter what happens in this game, I know who I am. Coach, think about it. Before we had the year before the repeat, right? Man, we had like a 5 or 6 game losing streak. That's when Glenn got hurt. Remember that?
It was in the playing back Jim and Newman.
Back, man,
Yeah, back gym.
we lost like 5, 6 games straight, right? But the thing about it is, everybody talking, man, them dudes, da, da, da. But it was crazy because we knew who we were. We understood that this was just a little moment that we had to just kind of figure out how to regroup because that's what champions do.
Yeah.
That's what champions do. And as a coach, you know when you've made it when people hate for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you show love
I
and
didn't
they
like
still
that.
show hate,
Yeah. You know I love it.
Facts.
I love it.
you know what I mean? And so, you know, you wave at them and you keep being you because you understand the big picture. The big picture is I know who I am. I know what my purpose is. I know what I came to do. Y'all heard what he said? That's what he said. He said, man, I knew I found my purpose in helping people.
Yeah.
He can coach with me every day. He can life with me every day. Because that's what it's about. It's the bigger picture, right? Because y'all going to live a whole lot longer than y'all play basketball.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Even if you're a pro, Kev, you're going to be a pro. You're going to probably work out, let's say, 5 hours a day. How many more hours you got left? Don't do it. Don't do
No,
it.
I'm about to say that.
Use the fingers. Yeah, use the fingers.
Use your fingers. Use your fingers. Right? But think about it.
You got 19
You
more
got 19 more hours. So you can be the hardest worker in the world. And let's say you work out 5 hours. Let's say you worked out 7 hours. You still got 17 hours left. That's crazy, huh, Coach?
Yeah.
So what you gonna do with those other 17? How you gonna be fruitful? How you gonna impact people's lives? How you gonna use that game of basketball? What is it gonna do for you?
Right.
You feel me? And so that's the beautiful thing about it, man. But on a lighter note, I wanna know what you guys think about because I want to transition here.
Right.
I want to transition to just some news around the league. I'm torn. All right, I want to start this off by saying I'm torn because one of my favorite point guards of all time is joining my other favorite point guard of
my God.
all time in Golden State. Man, how y'all feel about Chris Paul going to Golden State, man? What's up with that?
Man,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna admit on camera.
Is Chris Paul going to come off the bench?
I don't know. But that boy, Stephen Curry, is a monster.
Facts.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to be arguing him down.
Yeah.
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 That's
World.
God-given.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. It was earlier in their career when Stephen Clay played with another point guard. You know what I'm saying? Even when they used to put the ball in Sean Livingston's hand,
Yeah.
they were deadly. Because now you got to chase Steph. You know what I'm saying? With somebody who can make a decision. You got to chase Clay. You got two guys you got to know where they at all times, and then they shoot the ball from so deep. So it's a lot of area to cover. But the problem I had with that team is defensively.
Defensively, yeah.
Defensively, what do they do if they play Steph, Chris, Clay, Wiggs, and Draymond?
It's too small.
Yeah, you small.
Yeah.
You little bitty in that big league. That's the
Yeah,
league is
facts.
big.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? The league is big. So they picked up and then I don't think Chris Paul is what he was. So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I don't think they beat Denver. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Denver's
that-
big.
bro,
Denver is
joking.
that dude from over that water, he
Yeah.
a problem.
Denver's.
He a problem.
Yo,
Listen,
I think Denver gonna be in the championship next 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamal,
And
I
Jamal
think
too.
they're good.
That pick and
I
roll is
think-
crazy.
I think they're that good.
watch him out, Coach. Watch him out, Coach. I think Golden State not finished yet. But they do have to figure out the big situation because here's what I think. I think that Chris Paul may come off the bench.
Yeah.
Or if he don't, they go and get them a really good big. Right? I'm super glad that Draymond got his bread. What, he got $100 million?
100 million, yep.
He deserve it?
Yes. Time in.
Time in?
Time in.
Yeah, you
He stuck with
But
him.
does basketball really work that way? Does basketball really work about cause think about it, does it work that way? Time in is fine, but at the end of the day it's about results.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, true. I'm thinking
But I think that he's very productive. So
Yeah.
I mean, so I think he earned it.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying the game nowadays is not even about time in no more. It's about results. What
Yeah.
have you done for me lately?
Yeah, that's true.
Business wise, if I was Golden State, I don't do that deal.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, we had fun. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out. Nah, not at this stage in Draymond's career. Not $100 million for.
4 years? Or 5 years?
I think it's
I'm
4.
not too sure on that one. I ain't really looking at it.
So that's
I just
$20
saw
million.
money.
got a lot of money.
But I'm watching. I'm looking.
Sean Dumas Academy, holla at us, baby.
I'm looking at what the league is doing. I see Melo get 260.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they throwing
oh
money
my
out.
God,
Just
like
throwing it.
come on, man. He like you see a lot of people getting that bag, and I'm like, and I hate on guys getting their money because I want everybody to get their money, but it's from a business standpoint. You're looking at it like,
Yeah, man.
what are y'all doing?
But yeah, they probably give him that too because of marketing. You know, them dudes really marketable. Like
Right.
LaMelo Ball, like his shoes.
He gonna bring people to the
Yeah,
stands.
he gonna bring people to the stands.
He gonna bring
get
people to
that.
the stands.
So that you gotta give him that money on that. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm a Pels fan, and I watch Jackson Hayes walk out the door to the Lakers.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
that was a good pickup though.
You know,
Lakers, yeah.
because teams know if they got a shot at winning the championship or even making the playoffs. So if they don't, they got to get that money from somewhere else. So
Yeah.
I got a big name. I gotta market them.
Yeah.
You know, and we were like that at one time, man. You know, Pels. And think about it, man.
Pels
we
was
were
in first place
they
when
were- I'm about
they
to say,
healthy.
we were in we were number one seed.
Yeah.
Number one when they healthy.
Then we dropped down to 8, then 9, then 10. You know what I mean? And so, but I think that they're making some moves. I think that they're gonna make some noise this year. I do think that. We do got it. Did we bring somebody in to replace Jackson Hayes?
Not yet.
Not yet. We got to get somebody in.
Yeah, we do.
That's gonna be a big hole. And I do think that Zion, after I know early on the Evergreen pod I was saying about Zion, but I think Zion this year he's gonna figure it out this year. He's gonna figure out his diet. He's gonna figure out how to prove his haters wrong. Facts. He got a lot. And see, the worst thing that you can do as an artist and as a hooper, have something to prove as TP, baby. Yeah. I think he got something to prove. All the stuff that's happening with him in the offseason. Yeah. All the turmoil that's surrounding him. Man, Zion about to come and he about to average 40.
Yeah, he is.
he gonna play like a man possessed.
But I ain't gonna lie to you.
He gonna be in Space Jam. I'm telling you.
Zion need a big brother bad. He need a big brother bad.
Man, Zion, listen, I'll be your big brother. You know what I'm saying? But look, I just want you to know. I know you about to average 45 this year. I'm telling you, man. Look, man, Zion about to go kill it. I'm telling y'all, he about to kill it. He killing it this year.
They got rid of my girl from La Tech, Teaspoon this year.
Oh, yeah, that's what
They got rid of Coach Weatherspoon. So I'm kind of salty about that.
She was at LA Tech?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You talking about she played or coach?
Played.
Oh, played. That's fire.
She played at LA Tech.
I heard she big time, too.
Man, that's crazy. Funniest moments, man. Funniest moments that happened to you guys, man, playing the game of basketball. Quick.
Oh, wow.
Man, you got too many.
I got way too many. Especially with these. You can go first.
No, that's you.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Let me think. We want to start at Crescent City or college?
No, I just want the overall funniest ever.
Ooh. Oh, man. I remember one time we had practice with, we was practicing with Coach B used to do the pad. And he folded my can. And then Joy came.
Jordan Farrell.
Yeah, I remember Jordan Farrell trucked him and dunked it. He was like, hey. And then he said, come again. And then he crossed him and he dunked it again. I think that was probably.
That had to be. That was top 10. That was
Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Another one. I'm sorry to take over. But, like, this one I want to tell you earlier. So, we playing at UMHB, man. Kevin and my guy Ryan, shout out Ryan. We arguing about we didn't want Kevin to get a foul triple. He going to do that's going pro too. He about Kevin's size but big. So Ryan was like, no, he was torching us too. Kevin like, no, I got him. And Ryan looked over and said, bro, you got 4 fouls. He said, nah. Yeah, you're right. It's like he switched it. Like he was mad, but he switched it. I said, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you mature as hell, boy. You literally was stop arguing just to say, yeah, you're right. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, realization.
Yeah.
He shut it up after that.
He shut it was like, nah, I'm going. Hey, you're right, bro. Like
Picking up like 3 quick fouls first half.
Yeah.
Like,
he was a problem
can't
though.
do it. But let's see, my 2 funniest moments. I'm gonna go with Crescent City. I think which one was it? It was. I don't know. For me, it was just D2. D2.
Oh my god.
Man, we got so many with
Oh,
D2,
no.
huh,
So
Cole?
funny.
I don't know who. No, actually, no. It wasn't even D2. It was Eric when we was on. When I was on
Eric.
JV at one
check
time.
on
When I
Eric,
couldn't
man.
play at one time. I was on a JV team. I think it was playing Carver or something like that. I don't know what the team. This man shoots the ball, hits the side of the backboard like on the top of it. But I don't know. Me and D2 was just joked out. And then my second one is this man right here. It's not even funny. He actually made me mad. He made me mad.
I know
for
what
a
he about to
couple
say.
games.
I know what he about to say.
We running a play called Memphis, right? We all on the perimeter, moving the ball, right? I'm in the corner. He come, go through the middle, you know, do a little hop step, look at me, wide open in the corner, turn around, pass it somewhere else, right? So I said, okay, he just probably, you know, I probably wasn't, he didn't, not a good look or something. Go again, does the same thing, next game. So now I'm just on him like,
What's up?
Like, what you on, bro? I'm open in the corner, you not passing the ball.
I'm not done. I'm not doing though, coach. Like that, I'm doing it. He filmed.
I show him, yeah. I bring the
Oh, you
film.
bought the film?
Yeah, he brought the film. He said because he came to my room.
He don't be
Knock
believing
on my
it.
door in the middle of the night. Yeah, I gotta show you. So I want to pick with you.
He don't be believing it, bro.
So mature, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm like,
Bro,
what you doing?
Because he just don't believe it, man.
I'm explaining, bro. I'm used to playing with Jelvin Mitchell, Delgado. He be on the wing too, but Baltimore used to yell at me and be like, "Don't give it to him on the wing." So in my mind, it's the same thing for Kevin, because Kevin is shooting, and coach would be like, "Kevin, don't do it," and he'll get mad.
Kevin, let him know you got a ratchet, man.
He can shoot it.
Yeah, you got a ratchet, man.
I'm trying to help him. As my job, point guard is to put you in the best predicament.
Ooh, know your personnel. All right, KYP.
I know. Yeah.
What you got, Cassie? Concrete.
My funniest memory probably was at Loyola, that tournament.
Oh,
Coach Sean had put Jabot in the game. First play of the game, shot the ball on the wrong goal.
that was top.
I'm like,
That was top. Shout out Jabot. You gotta say
Kurt,
shout out.
no, the funniest part.
Shout out my boy Jabot.
Yeah, shout out
man.
Jabot.
Shout out
Shout out G-Bo, baby.
The
Bo,
funniest
baby,
part,
what's up,
Kurt-
baby?
This camera right here.
That camera right
Jabot,
there.
Shout out you, and I love you.
The funny part, Kurt was standing there. Dude, stop! I was just Kurt in the middle, standing there, shaking his hand. Stop!
Kurt got the rebound because he missed it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he missed it.
I look at him like, man, stop what you doing. You know?
And Coach Sean had the funniest expression. He'd be like,
No.
he started walking down the corner.
That look. That was funny, but nobody heard Coach Dave. Coach Dave was like, and I'm close to the bench, so I hear him. I'm like, oh, this man, yeah. Shout out my boy Jabot, man. Yeah, like you did. That was you know that was funny too. Like I'm telling your kids that too, boy. Whenever you have kids or your grandkids, whatever, I'm telling them.
Yeah, that was definitely the funniest moment.
Yeah. What y'all funny?
Damon, what's yours?
That Jabot was that was hilarious, man, because he wasn't at first, he wasn't starting, and he worked his way into starting.
Yeah, you know.
And first play of the game, you shoot at the wrong goal. It's like, dude, we just warmed up down there for 30 minutes.
It was
like,
off the
let's
free.
go.
No, coach. What y'all didn't preference is, it was off a free throw.
Yeah.
So the other team just shot a free throw.
Yeah,
it was over free throw.
Hey,
sure, we're right.
What they be saying? Bucket of bucket. Bucket of bucket. Slim did the
No.
same thing too, huh?
No,
Slim did the same thing. Yep.
It was funny.
Shout
He
out
had
Slim.
two chances to do it. He did 2 opportunities. He shot it twice. That's what made it funny. He did it twice.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. That
Dude,
was.
get us in trouble, coach.
Right.
I can't.
Nah,
No
this-
way going to talk about it.
Why you put me on that?
Look, I'm gonna look at my phone. Gonna be texting. Why you do that to me, dog?
It's all
Man,
love,
that's
baby. You
messed
know,
up.
it's all
Nah,
love.
man. But that's dope, man. You know, and man, here's the beautiful thing, man. Like these dudes keep in contact to this day.
Yeah.
So you know, it's a real brotherhood. You
Yeah,
know, from
sure.
different walks of life, being able to cultivate that family into everything that they doing, man. And so that's the special part about it, you know. And that's why I really wanted to bring you guys on today. You know, I just felt like it's super special when people can realize how to be 2 plays ahead, right? And I'm not just, you know, plugging the podcast, but I am, because it's interesting, because in everything that you guys had to do, you had to be 2 plays ahead, because one, all y'all was underdogs.
Facts.
That's
Coach, all of them, right?
Yeah.
That's what made it so perfect. Like
Yeah.
everybody has something
common.
they had to prove to themselves, or you know.
And in the midst of that, you know, most people approach life so different because they got something to prove.
Yeah.
They approach life mad, you know, in a very unapproachable way. But you guys say, you know what? We're going to buy into this work.
Yeah.
We're going to buy into a body of work. We're going to buy into some principles of life. We're going to buy into doing things the right way. And we'll just see what the results do. You know, and I think as a staff, we just did a great job, man, of saying, you know what, man, forget the scoreboard. Let's just play basketball the right way.
Yeah.
And that's gonna take care of itself.
Yeah, not just that, just love each other. Like when we say love each other, we mean like he down on the floor, I'm gonna pick him up.
Yep.
I'm gonna set a charge. Dude might be 300, 400, big. You know what I'm trying to say? Have Greg Hammond shoulder. Taking it for the team.
Right.
Yeah.
Taking it for the team. Y'all did a great job with that. So even for the coaches, we want to do it for y'all.
Y'all
You know?
better.
You know,
But no, but it's crazy because here's the reality. Like, so many kids wouldn't
Yeah.
because they've been told how good they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were never the kid that like had to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Right. So now, you see a kid that this kid was so much further than, but this kid came here, bought into a body of work, a set of principles of life to live by, God first,
Facts.
and all of a sudden the tables change.
Yep.
That's crazy to me. It's crazy because it's simple, and I want to and I'm gonna do a clinic on this with coaches, but I want you guys to understand is that like it don't matter how much you know until they know that you care.
Yeah, that's facts, bro.
That's crazy because like going into Current City, just me and Coach Sean. Like I think I met Coach Sean one practice. It was Kevin. Yeah, Kevin's last year. I'm like, man, like I don't know what I'm about to get myself into. Man, I get there. I'm like, of course you're gonna go somewhere like kind of hard headed, thinking you know and everything. So it took a little minute to like, like just finally sit back and see like, yeah, he know he talking about like just listen and just ride, like just go with like. Of course, like everything wasn't pretty. Like someday I'm like, man, Coach Sean tripping. But I had to just sit there and just go like whatever Coach Sean was saying. I'm like, man, I'm about to give him my 1,000% because I already know it's all love.
Facts.
Straight like that.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing, Coach. When they know you love them, they know you can fuss at them. You can you can challenge them.
Right.
You can charge them. You can do all those things, and they're gonna respond because they know you love them.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
It wasn't even just Coach Sean. Like it was Coach Damon, Coach Logan.
Whole
like
coaching staff.
it was a whole
staff,
village.
as a whole.
Village.
It's the village.
That's
Yeah.
village.
It's the village.
We had people on song like Miss
Stacy.
Stacy. Shout out Miss
Miss
Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah,
I love you.
Miss Stacy.
I love you, Miss Stacy. Mr. Potatoes. I miss milk, hot dogs, all that.
Not even that. Miss Stacy call you. Okay, what you doing? she just checking on you like that. That was big to us. Like people always was checking up on us. Like like Coach Sean said, it wasn't basketball, it was life. Like checking up on us like through everything. Coming to check up in class, even though I was aggravating because you think you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But it showed a lot like that somebody actually cared. So we just put everything into it because Coach Sean them actually cared for us.
Yeah.
Straight like that. All right, I got one question. Well, I got two questions that was asked from X to PG, and so that's basically a segment when we give people an opportunity to ask whatever question that they want to ask, and we'll answer it right here on air. All right. So one question is, do you think the All-Star should do an All-Star game with the old heads versus the youngsters?
Nah, you giving them 50.
100.
Nah, you got some. Nah, I think that'd be interesting. It
That would.
just depends. Like,
Yeah, that would
What you think, Cole?
No. I mean, speaking from the old head side, because I could play in spurts. You know what I'm saying? Like I could give you one good move here.
That jab was lethal.
And then it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while.
All right, next. Do you think Brian or MJ is the GOAT? Personally, they're both the GOATs of their era.
Yeah.
I got MJ off of.
That's a debate that would never be settled.
I got
You
off Impact. Bro,
That's-
people still talking about Jordan.
Yeah.
He not even playing no
Well,
more.
people gonna talk about LeBron too. Like LeBron, people want to be like MJ. MJ gonna score. LeBron do so much more. Like it took me.
So who's the GOAT? See,
GOAT?
that's political.
All right,
Yeah,
right,
both of y'all
right.
been
I'm
political.
going the wrong way, my
Marquez
bad.
like MJ. Political.
All right.
I'm staying with MJ. Yeah.
MJ?
I'm gonna go MJ too.
Oh, Jordan.
I'm going to join
I'm
you.
gonna have to go.
I'm born in the '70s, boy. It's easy for me to say MJ
You watched him, yeah, too.
because I watched him. You know what I'm saying? And I watched LeBron, and LeBron is great.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. But he's the second best player ever.
Man, people
You know what I'm
cracking
saying?
the
Like
games
it's
after
just
Jordan.
that simple, man.
Man, I just don't like how people just be putting LeBron over Kobe like that,
Why-
man.
Why are you saying Kobe?
You know what hurts Kobe? Shaq.
What you mean?
He played
won-
with
oh,
Shaq.
boy, yeah.
Shaq won 3 MVPs.
Yeah.
Shaq averaging 30 points a
I
game.
get it,
You know what I'm saying? So people like, all right, somebody got to come down to help all Shaq. So Kobe is one-on-one with Kobe for years.
Right.
That to me, that took away a lot of his greatness.
That's true,
Now,
Coach.
he was
but
great.
let's think
without a
about this
doubt.
though, Coach. Let's think about this though. But we don't say that same rebuttal with LeBron, right? Like we don't say, well, LeBron had a prime D Wade and a right outside their prime Chris Bosh.
A lot of people do hold that against LeBron, though.
But not when they're trying to weigh him and Kobe. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They hold it against him when they're talking about him and MJ. But I mean, either way it go, if you could toss a coin up with those three, you in good shape. All right. Another question: is CP3 the most overrated point guard of all time? No.
Who said that?
No.
CP is that man.
CP3, him.
Oh.
Timothy.
Somebody asked me if CP3 was in my top 5 of point guards,
I give him.
and I said no.
No,
Coach.
I said no.
coach.
So who is your top 5?
Yeah, who you talking about?
I mean, I got Magic.
All right, good.
I got Isaiah.
All right.
Steph Curry is in my top 5.
Yeah, I give you that now.
You know what I'm saying?
He's in my top 1.
You know what I'm saying? All right, I got
Kyrie Irving, better.
who else?
You know how I feel about that. That's just
And
something
then
else.
and
That's something else.
this is
though.
the thing with CP3. Like, I live in New Orleans. I rooted for CP3, but when he went up against Darren Williams, it was a problem.
Oh yeah,
I
Derrick
mean,
Williams.
I think Derrick Rose is better than CP. You know what I'm saying? So
D Rose.
Yeah.
he doesn't make my top 5.
Yeah.
I like Stockton.
Yeah.
Better than CP, Coach?
Yes.
I love CP
Yes.
game. That's
I mean, what has
Stockton in my top 10. No doubt.
What has CP done that Stockton didn't do?
A lot, Coach.
But I mean, yeah, he like, then that's what I get, a lot. Like,
Well, I mean-
what a lot has he done? Like,
I mean,
think about it.
I think the way that he controlled the game.
yeah.
I think that Stockton controlled the game great, but I think that
If
a
you
lot
ask the
of
players that played against Stockton, they'll say he controlled the game too.
but it was more consistently Chris Paul. Like when he played New Orleans, it was Chris Paul and the Crescent City connection. Like it wasn't like he made like Chris Paul made Tyson Chandler All-Star.
And
Stockton did not make Karl Malone All-Star. He was already that dude.
he made him.
Yeah,
a
that's
Hall
a
of
top
Famer.
5, right? But he was top. he was
him a
top,
Hall of Famer.
But he was top 5. That dude was gonna be top 5, whether he had Stockton or not.
You watch Stockton, huh?
So
He made-
Chris Paul better than Isaiah.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
I have Isaiah Thomas above him in my top 5. I have him. I got not. Don't trip. I ain't saying, because I got John Stockton at like 6 or 7.
I mean,
7.
is Derrick Rose considered a point guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just explosive.
Yeah.
Super explosive.
Yeah, for
Like he like
sure.
a scoring guard.
He's in my
Is-
top
is-
15.
So CP is better than Westbrook.
Yes. Yes. Time school situation. Know your personnel. Yes.
I mean, because Westbrook.
We talking about
Westbrook is way more explosive
Yeah,
though.
but we talking about point guard, like somebody who's like you said, like
Yeah.
he's gonna know the playbook. He's gonna know your plays. He's gonna know your defense. He's gonna know when that buzzer going down.
How to put everybody
I'm
in
not,
position.
Yes, and I'm not gonna pass it to him.
I
in the
mean,
corner.
because most people, I consider LeBron a 1.
Yeah, he is. He a point forward.
And
I
y'all need to
mean-
go back and watch the second episode because we did the top 5. And of course, one thing I said, LeBron is an honorable mention. He's honorable mention for me. He's in my top 15 point guards of all time.
Facts. We need to talk about Kyrie Irving, though. That boy is a problem.
Man, Kyrie Irving is a problem. The only issue is every time he was not with LeBron James, he's never been successful.
That's true. Hey,
Don't you ever compare him to Steph Curry.
bro, we could argue all day.
Nah,
about
bro.
this,
Look, I'm just playing. But Kyrie is really that
Yeah,
dude.
he's
I mean, like,
his game is beautiful. Bro.
oh
Like,
man, like
To me, he's the most skilled point guard.
yes, yeah, hands down, bro. Like,
ever.
He do some stuff.
but the crazy thing is,
his finished package.
yes, it looks like
Man.
it looks like he's working so hard,
Right.
but to us, but to him, it's probably just combs.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Probably
It don't
just
even
like-
look like he working harder. He's just smooth. He's just, pop.
It's like a reaction to every
Man, he
reaction.
just, bro.
That's if you watch Jay Crossover, Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, he like
used
that
to play
too.
like
yeah,
that.
Man, like
It's easy. It
I
was
can
easy
only
with the ball.
imagine, guarding him. Like I would have to like foul him hard a couple times.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I
you
would have
gonna
to
get all
take 2 or
6.
3 really good ones. Like
Yeah, you
man,
gonna-
dog,
you
like
gonna
you
get
ain't
all
just gonna be
6.
doing that to me. Like
Yeah.
you gonna know I'm here. Like he
Yeah.
really like that for real, for real.
then he's not gonna stop scoring.
And he's not gonna stop. Last question, look, we got when building the next generation. How do you go about teaching decision making? I'm gonna let you start that one off, Damon.
For one,
That's my man B Weaver.
Yeah, for one, you have to know. You have to know your personnel on the floor.
Yeah.
If you're teaching a point guard, they have to know everybody's strengths and weaknesses, and you start there. Like, you know, when you coming down, if I give him the ball, he gonna take 3 steps.
Yep.
You know, he can't finish like this.
Yep.
If I throw him the lob, he's
shoot.
not gonna finish.
Yep.
I know he shoots well from the corner. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what everybody does well. And that makes the decision of the point guard much easier. You know what I'm saying? When you know what everybody does well. Because we used to get on Kurt all the time, like, that's your fault. You passed him the ball.
Yeah,
passed him the
that's
ball.
true.
You knew what he was gonna do.
It's your turn,
He
though.
do it every day in practice.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He do it every
He
day.
do
in
every day at
practice.
practice, do it every
Right.
day at PE.
Right. So getting the point guard to know not only what he does well, he has to know what
Others do well.
everybody.
Yeah.
He has to know what everybody else does well.
Yeah.
And I start there. Before we even break down what a point guard can do, you know,
Yeah.
know what everybody else can do well, and it'll make his decision making a whole lot easier.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we do is we spend a lot of time working on slides.
Right.
Because here's the reality: like, as much as you work on plays and you work on what people supposed to do, they knuckleheads. They're gonna get in trouble, right? Just like we did when we played.
Right.
So I think the biggest thing is before you begin to put plays in, before you begin to teach them what to do here, teach them slides. Meaning that, like, if I go baseline, where is his outlets?
slide.
I got a guy sliding in the corner. I got a guy coming behind me. I got a guy teeing up at the rim. I got a guy in the window, right? So now I have a few options. So I'm not just gonna jump in the air and just throw the ball in the air. I'm not just gonna jump in there and do something crazy. So teaching decision making has a lot to do with helping the young men or young women know what everybody is.
Yeah.
So if they know where everybody is, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you know, and one of the things we used to always tell them coaches, hey, I want you to mess up a little bit right now. I want you to try to learn your offense, but mess up a little bit so we can teach it. And initially, like, the guys look at us crazy, like, what you mean you want us to mess up? Well, I want you to mess up. I want you to be in a situation where, like, it's
The defense gonna
unfamiliar.
take something away from you.
Yeah.
Right.
I want you to be unfamiliar. I want you to be uncomfortable. So, you know, instead of just going baseline all this time, jab and go middle.
Yeah.
So let's work on slides. Because in a game, if you jab and go middle, because you got a great idea, right? And you've never practiced it, then everybody messed up. You're going to jump in the air, shoot a dumb shot, jump in the air, throw the ball out of bounds, or just turn the ball over.
Yeah.
So how about we practice doing those things right now, and
Right.
we get consistent at it, you know? And so that's one thing. Teaching them the next generation decision making is really trial and error. Letting them get a whole lot of reps, letting them mess up a little bit, and teaching them through their mistakes. Because I think the biggest thing is, if you don't teach them through their mistakes, then they'll be scared to make mistakes, and then they'll stay methodical. And then in the game, when the defense take it away from them, they'll try to explore, and they'll mess up.
Yeah.
Facts.
true.
Facts. Man, look, I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Man, you guys have tuned into another episode of 2 Plays Ahead. Man, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe. I want you guys to share your experiences that you guys have had, whether it's in high school, whether it's in college, whether you guys are pros. I'm talking about even pros in life. How did you transition from basketball to life? I want to know all of those things, man. Look, you guys have tuned into another episode, and I can't wait to bring you. Look, we got more guests coming along with us, and I want you guys to understand that today is your day, man, and I want you guys to be great today, 1% better. And I want you. I don't want you to look at the scoreboard of life. I want you to look at the principles of life. And I'm guaranteeing you'll be better. 2 Plays Ahead podcast, baby. You got it.
Yes, sir.
God bless, man. God bless. Walk one.